now there's going to be something cool with Unity from Viope. So we have Yami from Rovio to tell us something about it. So let's give them a big hand.
Thank you, Jukka. We have some other gentlemen here as well, but I'm not going to introduce all of us at the same time. So, for some weird reason, I've been given the honor and the opportunity to actually introduce Game Development World Championships 2013. I don't know why that is. Maybe because we're, as Rovio, one of the main sponsors. And like Jukka said, my name is Yami Lais. I'm the Executive Vice President for Rovio Entertainment. It's great to be here, but before we go into the details about the Game Development World Championships, how many of you are actually developers? Please raise your hand. Okay, the rest of you out. The door is that way, because this is a competition for developers. I'm just kidding. You're welcome to stay. You're definitely welcome to stay here. So Mikael Ackman is going to go into a lot more details about the actual competition. I was just thinking earlier that what should I, tell developers or aspiring developers or people who are thinking of becoming developers because of this kind of competition, for example. And I think that these kind of competitions are actually a great tool for a lot of people to enter the industry. You can win prizes, you can get recognition and visibility, and get great deals for publishing, etc. But I think most importantly, what it can actually give for a developer is drive. Drive as a concept, like Dan Pink has introduced it, is that you need three ingredients to get drive. You need purpose, autonomy, and mastery. And I think that a competition like this can give you purpose. You want to win it, you want to get noticed, you want to get published, you want to get some visibility and cash for all your efforts. And a competition like this gives you autonomy. You can develop any kind of game you want. And I'm pretty sure when I look around and looking at the contents of the actual presentation before us, there's going to be a lot of mastery with people in this competition. So I definitely think that there's going to be a lot of drive in this competition. And I can't really wait to see all kinds of great games we're going to see coming out of this competition this year. It's bigger and better than before, and so I heard next year is going to be even bigger and better. But without further ado, Mikael Ackman is going to walk you through the details of the competition. Thank you.
Thank you, Yami. So let's look at a little bit. What is this competition about? We arranged last year a Viope game programming contest, and it reached a quite nice number of countries who sent the participants into this contest. We got 71 countries or something, and it was a great success around the world. So it makes us to think further and look at this thing with a wider picture. Why don't we then start to run through a World Championship of the game development? Why not? We are nation of game development, so why don't we arrange this one as well? So, what is it? It's meant to be a competition for all developers. It's meant to be a competition without limitation of consoles, or without a limitation of tool, why or how you play the games. So it's meant for consoles, mobiles, and all the other platforms as well, where you can use the games and where you can develop the games. So that's the first angle for the thing. And then to whom we like to see this competition to be real World Championship. What do we mean with it? We mean that it should be at the same time for pros and for students, for high qualified professionals who really can do the best games in the world. But at the same time, we want to provide a possibility for the people who are just coming into the field, but who have a great innovation, great thinking, great vision that I can do the best game in the world. So let's allow both of them to participate in this game, and let's make them compete against each other as well. Yami already told shortly that we will increase the competition in next year again. For this year, we get the first national competition, which is a sub-competition for this World Championship. It will be arranged in Peru, and the operator in there will be Army Games, who is also part of this global game. And how you can win the game. There will be 2 rounds. First one is for each track, and you will get points from the main issues in game. So from idea, from the game mechanics, from the sounds, from the graphics, from the trailer, from all those areas you will get points, and your game will be evaluated how good or how perfect it is. And in round 2, I actually already said there is a 2 track. In round 2 we will put those students and professional games competing each other. So it really will be for both. And who is going to be the judgment team? It's going to be built up from the professionals in these mentioned companies, like Rovio, Microsoft, Redlinks, Unity, Artigames, Housemarque. They all get the perfect visibility for the market. They have a perfect experience of analyzing the games. They really know how to decide which game is good, which one is not so good. And as a Viope, we also participate for the judgment team. We want to see that everything is going smoothly in there without fighting between those other companies. So, now I like to give a next page for Mikael. He's coming from Housemarque and will present the prizes what you can win by participating.
Hello, so my name is Mikael, I'm from Housemarque, and I'm here to talk about our company and the prizes. Basically, Housemarque, we're the oldest company in gaming in Finland, and we're making a PlayStation 4 launch title right now, Resogun. Having a good time with that. But basically what we want to do here is to sponsor the guys, make sure that all the developer wannabes and all the pros get to be a part of this awesome World Championships. And there's 2 tracks, like was mentioned before, and the prizes for those 2 tracks are a lot of Unity licenses. So students first get all the 4 student licenses, and then pros get their pro licenses for Unity. Another thing that both of these tracks are going to get in terms of prizes are these guys. So Rovio Stars will see your game, and then of course Microsoft will see your game. So that's pretty huge right there. It's a really good chance to get to be seen by these publishers. Of course Housemarque will see your game too, so we'll give you like a high five at least. No, but honestly, it's a really good place to get noticed. And then when these two tracks get together, the main prize is all expenses, paid flight, accommodations, and visiting top game studios like ourselves. Just to see what developers do and kind of get the download, the day-to-day. It's a really good prize, unless you're living in Finland. You don't get too much out of that. But honestly, for the worldwide community, this is a really cool thing, and we're really happy to be a part of it. And honestly, I think if I could code a bit more, I'll probably enter it myself. All right, cheers.
Thank you, Mikael. Well, Mikael presented few prizes which can bring you into the world and to make you visible around the world. Now we turn what Finnish developers can get from this competition, and perhaps Jukka, you would like to say something about it.
Sure. Okay, hi everyone. My name is Jukka Vallasvara. I work at Microsoft over here looking after the game industry from our side in Finland. I have one question for you guys. Who of you, if you have a game, would like to have worth of over 50,000 of PR resources? 50,000 euros. More. Okay, a couple of guys. Alright, so if there's only 3 of you, I will give you more in details about this stuff later on. Okay, so anyway, AppAwards is the initiative that we created with Nokia, with App Campus, at Microsoft. The idea of this whole whole initiative is that once you have that game, no matter whether you are students or you're a project, you need to have that visibility. You want to have those promotions. So what we are going to do, we have this initiative that once the competition is over, because there is a rule that it shouldn't be a published one when you compete in this Viope competition. Once it's over, you publish your game, you let us know, and what we're going to do, each week we go through all of those games and pick up the best of those and do a peer pushes with the local magazines and also on the global one. In the end of the whole competition, we have a grand gala, and the best of the best game or the application, they can be also on normal applications, will be winning this grand prize that we're actually doing something that you can't buy with money. So with Nokia, Microsoft, App Campus and Milton, we're actually building the PR package for your game in a way that you could get as much exposure as possible. For those of you that already published your game and can compete this game with your current game that is out there already, this program is free for you to use right away. Alright, with that, I wish you a lot with this competition. It's an awesome thing. So I strongly suggest you guys to complete that. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So I guess everything which is important to say today is more or less said now. Short list of the operators who provide this possibility for you guys is mentioned in here, but I think it's time to go for ending the ceremonies, ending the talks, ending the conferences. Thank you.